Okay, this is Chad. I'm going to show you how to make a water filter out of a bunch of things I just had around the home and some rocks and sand outside. By no means this is a water purifier. You're still going to have to boil the water or use some iodine tablets to get out the harmful bacteria and sometimes viruses. This is a good start to create a small portable water filter. So you need some coarse rocks. I got it from the canyon, and some finer rocks, and some coarse sand I got down the street, and some fine sand, and some charcoal from a fire pit, and also a water bottle. This is a 32-ounce bottle, and a knife, and some rubber bands, and a couple pieces of cloth. So the first step is to take your bottle and your knife, or you can use a pair of scissors, whatever's easiest for you, and just cut off the bottom part of your water bottle, and I'll show you that the end product here in just a second. Okay, after we cut the bottom of our bottle off, what the next step is we're going to take towel or a piece of cloth, or this is a old pillowcase, and you stuff it down in the bottom of the bottle, and that's going to make our first layer. Okay, after you get that put in, you next install the charcoal, and you want to have this fairly fine, so you want to get a hammer or some way to kind of break it up into smaller pieces, and then we're just going to layer that on top of the cloth that we have there. So as you can see, we have our charcoal in there, nice layer. The next thing, you want to level it out. The next thing we're going to do is add some fine sand. I actually rinse this out a few times because sand is obviously very dirty, but out in the wild, if you need to do this, you just don't worry about rinsing it. You're just going to run some water through it multiple times, and it'll start to come out pretty clear, or relatively clear. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. As you can see, I've got the fine sand in there. The next few steps, I'm going to put a little bit more coarse sand, which you don't necessarily have to do, but I have it, so I'm going to use it. And then a larger rock, and then even some larger rock that I have here, all of which I've rinsed out. But again, out in the wild, if you have to make one of these, don't worry about it. You're going to run water through your filter several times, and it should start to come out relatively clear. Okay, as you can see, I have all layers in. I have a piece of cloth, charcoal, some fine sand, a little bit more coarse, and even some more coarse sand, and then some small rocks, and then even the larger rocks. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take another piece of cloth, cut it out, and use a couple rubber bands and put it over the top to catch the large particulates. Okay, here we go, filtering some water, our yucky water. See water start coming through here pretty quick. And then we'll compare this yucky water to our filtered water. You can see the difference between the filtered and the non-filtered water. It looks like it cleans it pretty good. So I'm going to boil this for 3 minutes at a rolling boil, and then I'm going to drink it. Okay, I'm going to drink this water we filtered, and I boiled it for actually 5 minutes. You really only have to do about 3, but I did it for 5 minutes because it looks kind of gross. So here we go. Let's see what it tastes like. That's gross. Stop.